Meghan Markle positioned herself as humanitarian duchess, charitable work, social causes, meaningful activism that transcended celebrity culture. She spoke about substance over fame, about using her platform for good rather than frivolous Hollywood connections. That narrative became central to her public identity, the woman who married a prince not for access but for purpose. But according to royal biographer Tom Bower, who has spent years documenting Meghan's strategic networking patterns, that humanitarian image conceals a calculated celebrity operation that Meghan has never publicly acknowledged. And his latest research allegedly exposes Meghan's relationship with Kim Kardashian as purely transactional pursuit of A-list celebrity access that had nothing to do with shared values or genuine friendship. Want to know what Tom Bower uncovered about the Meghan-Kim connection? Sources familiar with his investigation claim Bower has documented how Meghan allegedly cultivated relationships with Kim Kardashian specifically to gain entry into elite celebrity circles that existed far above her Suits-level fame, that she positioned herself strategically to meet Kim, that she allegedly used that connection to access billionaires, power brokers, and influencers who would never have noticed a cable television actress without Kim's social currency opening doors. This is not about two women becoming friends naturally. According to those who have seen Bower's evidence, this is documentation that Meghan identified Kim as gateway to the celebrity stratosphere she wanted to reach, and allegedly manipulated circumstances to create relationship that served Meghan's ambitions while Kim remained unaware she was being strategically used for access and elevation. To understand how Meghan allegedly used Kim Kardashian for celebrity access, you need to go back to Meghan's pre-royal years when she was actively building connections beyond her acting career. Long before the royal wedding, long before the humanitarian speeches, Meghan was reportedly working to position herself among celebrities whose fame and influence dwarfed her own. But here's what most people don't know. According to sources familiar with Meghan's networking strategies during her Hollywood years, she understood early that cable television fame would never translate into the kind of cultural power that reality television royalty like Kim Kardashian commanded. That Kim's social media influence, business empire, and celebrity connections represented exactly the kind of platform Meghan wanted to leverage for her own advancement. Word from people who knew Meghan during this period claims she was obsessed with understanding how the Kardashians built their empire, how they transformed reality show fame into global brand, how they maintained relevance across generations of celebrity culture. And according to insiders, Meghan allegedly studied their strategy with intention of replicating elements that could elevate her own profile beyond struggling actress into cultural influencer. People familiar with how Meghan allegedly operated describe someone who did not wait for organic connections to form, who identified targets and created circumstances to facilitate introductions, who allegedly understood that proximity to the right people was more valuable than talent or hard work in Hollywood's ecosystem. And Kim Kardashian, according to sources, represented the ultimate connection because Kim's endorsement or association could instantly elevate someone from obscurity to relevance in ways traditional celebrity paths could never achieve. Those close to Meghan's social climbing during pre-royal years claim she positioned herself at events where Kim would be, cultivated mutual acquaintances who could facilitate introduction, allegedly researched Kim's interests and causes to create conversation points that would make Meghan memorable rather than forgettable when they finally met. This was not chance encounter or natural friendship development. According to insiders, this was calculated campaign where Meghan identified Kim as access point to celebrity world she could not reach alone and allegedly orchestrated their connection with precision that Kim never recognized as manipulation because Meghan made it seem organic. This is where the story shifts from strategic networking to personal betrayal that turns someone who facilitated the connection into Tom Bower source. So who introduced Meghan to Kim Kardashian and got erased from the narrative? According to sources close to Bower's research, there was a mutual acquaintance who allegedly brought Meghan and Kim together, believing both women shared genuine interest in criminal justice reform and social causes. Want to know what this person did for Meghan? Insiders claim this connector vouched for Meghan's authenticity, told Kim that Meghan was different from typical Hollywood social climbers, and created opportunity for them to meet in context of charitable work rather than celebrity networking. People close to this facilitator describe someone who genuinely believed Meghan cared about causes rather than connections, who invested time and social capital introducing Meghan to Kim and others in that circle, who allegedly expected nothing except that Meghan would honour the introduction by being authentic about her motivations and perhaps acknowledge the person who opened that door when Meghan's profile grew. But according to sources, the moment Meghan established independent relationship with Kim, she allegedly cut off contact with the person who facilitated the introduction entirely. No thank you, no acknowledgement, no reciprocity when the facilitator later needed support for their own projects. Just silence that communicated clearly Meghan no longer needed someone at that level once she had direct access to Kim and the celebrity network Kim represented. And here's what cut deep for this connector. Sources suggest they discovered Meghan was allegedly telling people she and Kim became friends naturally through shared interests, that she erased the facilitator from the story completely while positioning herself as someone Kim sought out rather than someone who strategically pursued Kim through intermediary she later discarded. Word from people familiar with what happened claims this connector began quietly telling associates what Meghan was really like, how she allegedly used people as stepping stones without gratitude, how she rewrote narratives to make herself seem organically connected rather than admitting the calculated networking that actually created her access. And according to insiders, this person became one of Tom Bower's most valuable sources because they could document exactly how Meghan operated and provide evidence contradicting her public narrative about authentic relationships and humanitarian motivations. As news of Tom Bower's Kim Kardashian revelations spread through different circles, reactions revealed how controversial Meghan's celebrity networking has become. How did the royal family respond when they learned about Meghan's strategic Kim Kardashian connection? Inside Buckingham Palace, sources say there was troubled recognition of patterns they witnessed but could never prove. Senior advisors allegedly noticed during Meghan's time as working royal that she seemed more interested in cultivating celebrity relationships than royal duties, that she prioritised events where she might meet A-list figures over traditional royal engagements. And according to palace insiders, they questioned whether Meghan's focus on celebrity connections served the monarchy or served Meghan's personal brand building at the institution's expense. Now that Tom Bower has allegedly documented how Meghan strategically pursued Kim Kardashian for access, sources claim palace officials feel vindicated that their concerns about Meghan's priorities were legitimate. Prince William's reaction is reportedly more direct. Word from those close to the Prince of Wales suggests William tried to warn Harry early on that Meghan's networking patterns looked transactional rather than authentic, that her relationships seemed calculated to advance her profile rather than built on genuine connection. And according to sources, Harry dismissed William's observations as snobbery about Meghan's Hollywood background. Now, insiders claim William struggles between wanting to say he recognised the pattern and recognising his brother is genuinely hurt by evidence that his wife allegedly uses people strategically. Meanwhile, King Charles's position is allegedly more nuanced. Sources close to the monarch suggest Charles understands celebrity networking is normal in modern public life and that strategic relationship building is not inherently problematic. But according to insiders, Charles questions whether someone who networks as calculatedly as Bower's research suggests can be trusted to prioritise institutional interests over personal ambitions. And in California, word from sources suggests Meghan is panicked that Tom Bower's investigation exposes networking tactics she thought would remain hidden. According to people familiar with her reaction, she denies the Kim Kardashian connection was purely strategic and frames Bower's research as misogynistic attack on ambitious women building professional networks. But insiders claim her defensiveness confirms rather than refutes what Bower documented about her calculated approach to celebrity relationships. But here's what most people don't know. What other celebrity connections did Meghan allegedly cultivate strategically that Tom Bower has now exposed? The revelations paint a picture of systematic celebrity networking that contradicts Meghan's authentic friendship narrative. The first revelation involves how Meghan allegedly used the Kim Kardashian connection to access other celebrities in that orbit. According to sources familiar with Bauer's findings, once Meghan established relationship with Kim, she reportedly leveraged that connection to meet Kim's friends, business associates, and social circle members who would never have engaged with Meghan based on her own profile. Insiders claim Meghan allegedly positioned herself as Kim's friend when introducing herself to these figures, using Kim's social currency to gain access she could not achieve independently. The second revelation is more calculated. Multiple sources claim Meghan allegedly maintained the Kim Kardashian relationship specifically during her royal transition period because Kim's celebrity influence could help Meghan build independent brands separate from royal family. According to entertainment industry insiders, everyone noticed Meghan was suddenly appearing at events where Kim would be and positioning herself for photographs that suggested close friendship. But people who knew both women allegedly questioned whether the relationship had substance beyond Meghan's strategic proximity to Kim's celebrity power. The third revelation involves how Meghan allegedly dropped the Kim Kardashian connection once it no longer served her purposes. Word from sources suggests that as Meghan established her own celebrity profile through royal marriage and subsequent media deals, she allegedly became less available to Kim and more selective about when she would acknowledge their connection publicly. According to insiders, Kim began noticing Meghan only engaged when it benefited Meghan's brand rather than reciprocating support or maintaining genuine friendship. And the fourth revelation is what allegedly panics Meghan most. Sources claim Tom Bauer has documented communications where Meghan discussed the Kim Kardashian relationship in transactional terms, that she allegedly described Kim as useful connection rather than genuine friend, that she talked about leveraging Kim's platform for her own advancement without concern for reciprocity or authentic relationship building. According to insiders, if this evidence becomes public, it destroys Meghan's entire narrative about authentic connections and exposes her as someone who uses celebrity relationships strategically while publicly claiming to value substance over superficial networking. To understand how Meghan gained access to Kim Kardashian's celebrity world, you need to understand the network that facilitated their connection. So, who were the gatekeepers that helped Meghan reach Kim Kardashian's stratosphere? The first figure, according to sources, was someone in criminal justice reform circles who allegedly introduced Meghan and Kim through shared interest in prison reform advocacy. Insiders claim this person believed both women genuinely cared about the cause and thought bringing them together would create powerful alliance for change. People close to this gatekeeper suggest they had no idea Meghan allegedly viewed the introduction primarily as networking opportunity rather than activist collaboration. And according to sources, when this person later tried to engage Meghan in actual reform work, Meghan was allegedly unavailable because she had already extracted what she needed from the connection. The second gatekeeper was someone in Meghan's social circle who allegedly had existing relationship with the Kardashian family and could vouch for Meghan's authenticity. Word from sources familiar with this connection suggests the person helped position Meghan as someone Kim should know because of shared interests and compatible values. But according to insiders, this gatekeeper later felt used when Meghan allegedly cut them out once she had direct access to Kim and no longer needed the intermediary who made the introduction possible. The third enabling figure was reportedly someone in entertainment industry who understood how celebrity ecosystems work and allegedly coached Meghan on how to approach and maintain relationship with someone at Kim Kardashian's level. According to people familiar with Meghan's strategy, this advisor allegedly helped her understand what Kim values, how to position herself as asset rather than social climber, and how to leverage the connection for maximum benefit while maintaining appearance of authentic friendship. Sources suggest this architect of Meghan's approach understood exactly how to exploit celebrity relationships for advancement and taught Meghan tactics she allegedly deployed with precision Kim never recognized as manipulation. What makes Tom Bauer truly dangerous to Meghan now is the documentation he allegedly possesses about her celebrity networking calculations. Want to know what evidence Bauer has compiled that proves Meghan's Kim Kardashian connection was strategic rather than authentic? According to sources familiar with his research, Bauer has testimony from people who heard Meghan discuss the Kim relationship in transactional terms. Communications that allegedly reveal Meghan viewed Kim as access point rather than genuine friend. and documentation that shows Meghan's engagement with Kim intensified when she needed celebrity validation and diminished when the connection no longer served her immediate purposes. Word from publishing industry insiders suggests Bauer is not interested in destroying Meghan personally, but believes the pattern of strategic celebrity networking contradicts her public narrative so completely that the truth deserves exposure. People familiar with what Bauer allegedly knows suggest he can trace exactly how Meghan identified Kim as target, created circumstances for introduction, leveraged the connection for access to other celebrities, and allegedly pulled back once she achieved independent profile that no longer required Kim's social currency. Sources claim Bauer has communications from people in both women's circles who witnessed the relationship and recognized it as one-sided arrangement where Meghan extracted value while providing minimal reciprocity. The vault of evidence exists. Tom Bauer has documented it, and Meghan cannot defend her celebrity networking without admitting she operates